Hello everybody, PsyStarcraft here with another patch notes video. This is going to be for patch 1.1.2. It was just released today, October 14th, and here is the video showing you guys what the changes are and kind of my feedback on them. So the first change we're going to mention is the Protoss Nexus. You'll notice the shields and life are 250 shields and life higher, so it actually got a 33% buff to its hit points total / shields. And a lot of times when you're killing stuff, you're going to be able to kill a building whether or not it has a million life or not. But what this is really going to impact is Marauder and Marine drops. So with Stimpack and they're focusing down the Nexus, it's going to take a lot longer to kill the Nexus, which allows the Protoss player obviously to try to save it. So I think this is going to matter a lot as far as these kind of drops go. But, I mean, if you're attacking someone and you're killing them, you're going to kill the Nexus whether it has 2,000 life or 1,500 life. So, yeah, there's that change. The next change is regarding the Void Ray. They actually got a speed nerf from the Flux Vanes upgrade. So normally they are 2.25 move speed. Flux Vanes used to give 1.125 increase. Now it gives a 0.703 increase, and you can see they're still pretty fast, faster than most flying units, but a little bit slower overall. I don't know about this change. I never really saw many players get Flux Vanes to begin with. So another Void Ray nerf is that they do 8 damage, or 6 damage. They got an increase into level 1 from 6 plus 4 to armored, so it now does 6 damage to Hydras or any other non-armored units, and 10 damage to buildings in level 1. But in level 3, or when it's fully charged, it now only does 16 damage to armored units. It used to do 25, now it does 8 damage to unarmored units, so quite a big Void Ray nerf. I never had problems with Void Rays. I guess other players do, TERRAN players might have, so let me know what you guys think about that change. Next change is, you'll see I have a command center, but I cannot build a barracks. The barracks now requires a supply depot to build. It's going to slow down any kind of early bunker rushes from TERRAN. Any Reaper rushes are just kind of out of the picture. I don't agree with this change at all. I think it just kills any versatility in TERRAN openings. I would like to see a barracks first at least be an option for TERRAN players. You'll see we have to wait for that supply depot to complete. Now the barracks is optional. I don't know, that's a silly change in my opinion. Next we have a Medivac nerf. Acceleration reduced from 2.315 to 2.25. So not a huge acceleration nerf, probably negligible really. But the speed overall was reduced from 2.75, which is kind of standard flyer speed, to 2.5. So we see 2.5 on the Medivac, 2.75, 2.75, Void Rays 2.95, and Phoenix Void Rays with the Flux Vanes and Mutas are still going to be much faster than these Medivacs, as we can see here. Void Ray not too much faster, but it's going to make Medivacs a little more easy to catch. If there are 2 imbalanced units in StarCraft 2, I think it is the Sentry Force Field and Medivacs. They are just so damn good. Hey, let's drop on a base and then heal units, So I think it was a fair nerf to slow down Medivacs a little bit. Let's see, next regarding the Reaper. So now you have to build a supply depot before the barracks, which is going to slow down the Reaper first of all. And now before you can research this Nitro Packs, you have to have a factory. This is kind of a visual aid because I already have a factory, so I can research it. But any Reaper play that is still kind of left, from the last patch, which nerfed Reapers by their build time, is going to be almost like non-existent. There's not going to be much Reaper play. Next we have Phoenixes. They used to have a bug where once you lift something off and you killed it, the Phoenix would actually keep channeling his spell until you told him to cancel it. They have fixed that. You'll see here they are now properly stopping their charge, their channel, when you kill any unit. So that's pretty cool. I think Phoenix are a great unit. I just love using them in Protoss games, so very fun change there. Next we have Thors and their millimeter strike cannon, 250 millimeter strike cannon. You still have to research it, all that's the same. I'll do my awesome elite map editing skills and research it real fast. But look at this, no energy on Thors. It is now a cooldown ability. Takes 2 seconds to cast, 50-second cooldown, no energy. What does that mean? It means you can cast it much more efficiently, right when you research it. I'm going to blow something up. And also, High Templar can no longer feed back Thors. That is amazing. Terran players would actually EMP their own units, battlecruisers, Thors, just so they didn't take damage from feedback. Very nice change. I think that's very smart. And of course they will smash Ultralisk's faces with this new change. I mean, they already would have, just a lot of players wouldn't get the strike cannons, but now that you can cast it consistently, very, very nice. I like it. Next, we have Zerg hit points on their buildings. Hatchery has been increased from 1250 to 1500. Lair from 1800 to 2000. Spawning pool 750 to 1000. I don't know about this change. 1000 life is a lot of life for a Zerg building, and 750 for a tiny little spawning pool that's 200 minerals. I thought that was fine. Next we have a Spire, much needed change. Now the low HP of the Spire kind of fits the lore. 600 HP for this kind of weird looking penis building. You can justify that, but 850, you know, I'll take it, whatever, harder to kill. And again, this is mainly going to affect drop play. It's not really going to matter if someone's steamrolling your base and they kill your buildings a little bit slower. But, you know, Marine Marauder drops, Warpins, stuff like that. And also the Ultralisk Cavern, a much needed change from 600 to 850 life as well. This thing is beastly, man. How could that only have 600 life? 850 is much better. Still kind of weird that this has more life than either of these, but, you know, nice change on the lair and the hatchery as well. Next is the Corruptor. Same change as the Thor, although the corruption never required research, but the Thor no longer has energy and the Corruptor no longer has energy. He can now corrupt every 45 seconds. I can't target own units, so I have nothing to show it to you. And that means no more feedback from Templar. So very cool. If someone does manage to get into the late game where they have Colossi and Templar, when you get your Corruptors to counter those Colossi, no more feedback. Very nice. Next we have Zerglings, no we don't, we have Infestors versus Stalkers, which I forgot to give Blink, but let's just use our imagination here. Fungal Growth no longer allows Stalkers to blink. Blink Stalkers cannot blink out of Fungal Growth anymore, so let's imagine they have Blink. Oh no, I can't blink. Oh no, because I am Fungal Growth. Now when you're not Fungal Growth, close your eyes for a second.
Very well.
Alright, open them. You can see that the Stalkers can blink. So Fungal Growth now stops blink. It's going to be very effective for, you know, Ling play, Roach play, Hydra play, pretty much anything. Blink Stalkers are much more difficult. Infestors are somewhat of a hard counter to them. So very neat change. Holy crap! Close my window. I need to do that next time. Those Stalkers just got raped. And finally, I think one of the last changes here, I'm kind of looking down as you can tell, is after the last patch 1.1, you couldn't feedback point defense drones, which is one of my tips and tricks, but you can now. You can feedback point defense drones. It is evidenced right now. Those just got feedback, so very cool. Going down the line, yada 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 yada. Oh, there is one more minor change. Roaches now have 4 MF in range, man. Can you believe that? I don't think this change was needed. I will gladly accept it. I think Roaches were okay the way they are. But this is going to have a huge impact on really all matchups. I don't know how much more people are going to get Roaches, or how it's going to be, how it's going to like show how good the change is. But it's going to have a huge impact on Hellions. 5 range versus 4 range now. It's almost impossible to kite a Roach, so let's see if we can kite a Roach here. You guys will just kind of calm down there. Alright, so... Oh god, no! Roach army! Alright, okay, Roach is going to attack this Hellion. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, I cluttered it up. I just got so happy I just like splurged on a bunch of Roaches onto the field. Okay, we're going to kite this Roach. Oh, yeah, it's going to be so hard. You can't kite Roaches, not with the Hellion's attack delay. It's so hard to kite Roaches. Yeah, you can't even like, it's impossible. You can't kite Roaches anymore with Hellions. So a couple of Hellions are going to be great for defending, or Roaches for defending your mineral line. And you can actually push out with Roaches a lot more effectively because your Hellions can't kite them all the way to your base, to the enemy's base. And also, of course, they're going to be better against mech. You know, they can reach tanks, they can reach Thors better. It just looks so weird seeing them attack from far away. I don't know, I'll take it, whatever. So, yeah, that is the final change. Let's see, is that it? Oh, also, Zerg larvae will no longer spawn behind eggs, so that's kind of cool. But I think that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this patch notes video. Next up is going to be my game versus Faith, a very controversial one. That's it. Bye-bye.